Do you love super limited edition Epiphone Les Pauls? Well, we've got this red sparkle beauty here from the 90s, and we're going to give it a good going over today, right here on GearGasms. Hi kids, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host Alan Barnes, and today, for your pure enjoyment, we have got this beauty. It's a mid-90s limited edition Epiphone Les Paul in red sparkle. I don't know if you can see on the video just how red and sparkly it is, but it is a beaut. We'll make sure we get some sweet close-up B-roll video so you can drool over it. But I gotta tell you, all of the sparkle tops I've ever played have played just amazingly well. These were made in the Unsung factory in Korea, mid-90s. They just did them for a couple of years. We're gonna plug this thing into the Marshall. We're gonna play it 10 different ways from Sunday in just a minute, but first, the data. Of course, you know the recipe. It's a mahogany back, mahogany neck, maple top. This one finished in a beautiful three-dimensional red sparkle. 2 Epiphone branded pickups. Everything is standard. Rosewood neck, pearloid inlays, standard tulip type tuners. As you can see, between the reflections and the smudges, that is a beautiful mahogany back. Look at the figuring in that. It's kind of a deep cherry transparent finish that continues on up the neck. One thing you want to look for, kids, is that limited edition label right there. But as you can see along the back of the headstock, that transparent sort of cherry coke, red cherry, really shows off the grain. Before I forget, it's t-shirt shout out time. The hottest band in the land, Kith. That's how my buddy Mike Tyson would say it. When I saw this shirt on the internet, absolutely had to have it. Part of what makes it so funny to me, besides making fun of the fact that he has a slight speech impediment, it looks like maybe something I would have drawn in the 8th grade with magic marker on a picture of Mike Tyson. It's extremely amateurish. I think it's extremely hilarious. Love this shirt. I haven't worn it out anywhere yet. I'm not sure what the reaction is going to be when I do, but as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And speaking of Kiss today, this baby's tuned a half step down. Why? Because the last time I used it was in a top 6 Kiss riffs video. I'm too lazy to tune it up to standard pitch and then re-intonate it. We may or may not be playing some Kiss riffs in this video, because if you've been living under a rock, YouTube copyright police have gotten extremely aggressive. Unfortunately, we won't be able to play this in a track, because as soon as you put a backing track down, that makes it much easier for YouTube to get a match on the song. But I hate seeing that. Just in case I do want to turn on some dollars for these videos, anything that has a copyright claim, Paul and Gene get all the money. Now, one of the things I like about the Epiphone Les Pauls, the limited editions from the 90s, is I think the pickups are really, really sweet. This is one of the few eras of Les Pauls, or the subtypes of Epiphone Les Pauls, that I feel I can leave completely stock. The tuners hold up well. But for my money, these things were great right out of the box. It's absolutely perfect. The sparkle is three-dimensional in this thing. It's just gorgeous. So let's have a listen through the clean channel of the Marshall to the neck pickup, and I'll give you an idea of how it sounds. All right, now middle position. Trying very hard not to play any copyrighted licks, chords, or anything. It's harder than it seems. Now is the bridge pickup. Clean. All right, kids,
We decided to go through the dirty channel into Marshall. That's where the money is for a Les Paul. This one's no different. Les Pauls and Marshall half stacks, 100 watts. It's a match made in heaven. Can't play any more than that. We'll start with the bridge pickup, let you hear how it sounds with some chords. Now, we were talking about before in the clean sound, I said that the pickups were probably a little underwound. And by underwound, that's not a bad thing. When you say underwound, it sounds like maybe they didn't finish winding them, but just wound a little less. But that does not mean it will not skronk through a high gain amplifier to wit. It will do pinch harmonics with no problema. That's all I can play of that one. Now, if you're hesitant about Les Pauls because you think they go out of tune a lot, this one is no different. It's not so much a defect, it's a feature. Let me come up with another song that I didn't write, so you can hear how this thing sounds. Sounds a little close, or maybe... Screw you, Ozzy. The middle position, which almost no one ever uses when they're playing a Les Paul, but I'm going to let you hear it anyway. Last but not least, the neck position. This is where you get all those slashy, kind of throaty. Play another non-copyrighted song. You, Carlos Santana. I played it wrong anyway. No dinero por tu. But you can really hear the neck pickup sings. It'll get you all that round tone. You could crank the tone knob down and really get it womany. Well, kids, what did we learn today? We learned that you don't have to spend a whole hell of a lot of money to get a really nice Les Paul. You can certainly find a bunch of Epiphone Les Pauls that play amazing. You have to know what you're looking for. If you're looking amongst the newer Les Pauls, I highly recommend that you go to the store and play one. If you're buying used, there's a couple of good years in there. There's some sweet periods in there. You can search the Google, find all kinds of message boards, all kinds of information about which eras of the Epiphone Les Paul people feel are the best. You can also do serial number tracking to find out the year it was made and the factory it was made in, as well as the country. If you get a chance and you find any used Epiphone Les Paul sparkles on eBay or Reverb or wherever else you might buy from, Craigslist, the dude down the street that has a drug problem that might sell you his, you can almost pretty much guarantee that it's going to be an amazing guitar. It may need a setup, it may need a little tweaking, but the bones of it are going to be solid. The necks are gorgeous. The feel is just right in the hands. Not too thick, not too skinny. Just right. I absolutely love these. They always get lots of looks when you whip them out. People are always interested in seeing a beautiful, beautiful red sparkle Les Paul like this here. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We're still growing on this channel. Always going to try and keep this fun and informative. There's no influence from guitar companies or gear or advertisers, just unfiltered, honest opinions and reviews of gear. If you see something in one of these videos you'd want me to go further in depth on, or a guitar maybe I haven't gotten a chance to review, or a pedal or an amp, and you want to see me do a feature video on that, please let me know. As always, thank you for your time. I'm Alan Barnes saying we'll see you here again on GearGasms.